let's talk about the Jets.
I don't want to.
What do you guys think is wrong with the Jets? And mostly, I know Riv is gonna say everything.
Wow, he's just
Riv is gonna say everything, but
no, I actually don't think it's everything. I actually really like Sam Darnold. I think he's really good. I don't think he's what you think he is, but because you think he's like better than everybody. But I think he's good. I think if you get an offensive line behind Le'Veon Bell, he can be Le'Veon Bell. I still think you guys don't have the receivers. Your defense, your front seven is still really good when they all play together. Your secondary is not. They're no slouches. They're no slouches. They can play.
They're solid.
Yeah,
they're
so
not gonna
you
lose
have a
you
solid team.
Yeah.
I just don't know what's wrong with
head coach.
Your coach is kind of whack, but I don't like. I don't like. You got to figure it out.
For me, it's simple, and it's. I was watching the Cardinals and 49ers game, and DeAndre Hopkins first game as a Cardinal. No OTAs, no preseason, and Cliff Kingsbury designs enough plays to get him the ball 16 times.
Could have been a Jet coach.
He gives him the ball 16 times, and he goes off. There's never been a game that I've seen Adam Gase coach that Le'Veon Bell has gotten a plethora of opportunities to make an impact.
Somebody in the passing game and in the running game?
Yeah, both. And
that's what he is, too. You got to get him open on both areas.
And he does the same thing. He shoeboxes Sam Darnold, too, because he I feel like Darnold can never get in a rhythm. Like, he'll make one good play, and then
Shaq.
Yeah, exactly. There'll be no rhythm. Like, let him throw a couple short passes early, get some momentum going, because when he does get momentum going, he plays great. And he's shown that, but we never let him get that momentum going.
Great play callers find a way to get their best players the ball. And Adam Gase has shown that he can't. Exactly. And I think it's a disgrace that Christopher Johnson said that we hired Adam Gase because he is going the direction that football is supposed to be coached. He is a future of offensive football in the league. He really said that about Adam Gase. And I feel like it's ridiculous because we could have had Mike McCarthy.
I think that Gase could be like an offensive coordinator under a coach that calls the plays offensively. So essentially, like, not having much of a role but still being the offensive coordinator, as disrespectful as that sounds. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say, like, he cannot be a head coach. There's no way, because he is not a leader of men whatsoever, and you need that out of your He's the furthest thing from a leader of men, and you saw that last year.
Jamal said that too. As much as us Jets fans want to be mad about Jamal, he really did not lie.
He was right about something.
I saw the tweet you said. He was like, they scored 35, bro. Relax. I seen that.
Because the Seahawks scored 38 on Atlanta, or I don't know, 38 or 48. 38. And, I mean, Atlanta's been a bad defense for the last, 4 years?
I mean, listen, Jamal, he's just got to give it a rest, to be honest. Like,
let it go. You traded.
I don't have any hate for him. Like, good for him. I want him to go out and do what he does. He's the best safety in the league. I wish that he would have went about things differently, because I think the way he handled it was totally just to bash the Jets and have them take all the blame for him not wanting to tough it out and be a leader here in New York. And that's fine. Like, not many people are built for that. And Jamal Adams, I don't think, is one of them, but just give it a rest. Like, stop talking about it.
You're playing with Russell Wilson, bro.
Yeah, like, go win. It's over. Like,
we're gonna win.
We're getting destroyed by the Bills. You're winning football games. Enjoy that. Get over it. He's like a salty ex-girlfriend. It's literally what it is.
If the Jets have a top 3 pick this year, or
have
the first pick, do we get Trevor Lawrence? Do we get rid of Sam Darnold?
I'm glad you bring this up, because it's something that I was going to bring up when we talked about the Jets and their full scale, what we think of the season. And it's something that, like, coming into the season, I realistically thought we could have been like a 6, maybe 7 win team. And after what I saw on Sunday, my confidence has just immediately deflated.
Should I feel worse?
We face the 49ers next game.
Yeah.
Should I feel worse because we lost to the Redskins?
Our schedule is... No. Because
the way you're just killing your team, I should just feel worse.
Like, it's not even about the loss as much as it's about how we lost. Because, like I said, we had chances to be in the football game, and it just, like, is every time we got a chance, we shot ourselves in the foot. And you look at our schedule. I'll read it out to you right here. Tell me where an easy game is in this schedule.
I'll tell you if it's a W.
You just lost to Buffalo. Now you got San Francisco. You got at Indianapolis.
0-3.
Denver.
0-4.
That's probably
That's
the
a
easiest. That's the easiest game we'll see for a while. Because then after that, you get Arizona, who I'm huge on.
1-4.
You got at Los Angeles, the Chargers.
1-5.
Another questionable game. The Bills again.
1-6.
Jeez. The Chiefs, which
1-7.
I don't
They
even want
might
to think
blow
about.
ya.
I don't even want to think about.
The Patriots, who
1-8.
the Dolphins, which is a toss-up
I'll
game.
give you the win.
Dolphins again, which is another toss-up
I'll give you the
game.
win.
That'll be the best stretch of our season. Is 2 weeks against the Bills and a bye
The Chiefs
week.
will put 70 points on the board against you.
Those 3 weeks, the bye week and the Dolphins is going to be our Super Bowl. Is those 3 weeks?
Damn.
The Raiders, that's not that
Questionable.
bad. The Seahawks,
No.
I don't even want to think about that game after watching Sunday because I just know we're going to get embarrassed and I'm going to have to read Jamal Adams literally
Yo, he
write
cannot
his,
wait.
his own magazine in the papers about how happy he is to be out in New York. I don't even want to think about it. The Rams, I don't feel good about that. The Browns, I'm not high on, so maybe you pull one out, and the Patriots again. So it's
I
like,
counted
where are
4
you
wins.
getting wins in
I
that
counted 4
schedule?
wins.
I think the real thing that Jets fans should be hoping for is that Darnold doesn't throw more interceptions than touchdowns this season.
Yeah, and that
Because
and
it
that
can
is
happen.
yeah, that is my
Yeah.
big concern. Is like if we don't win 6 or so games,
Just him play good.
and you're in a position where you win 3 games, you're the worst team in the league. You get the first overall pick. How could you say no to Trevor Lawrence? And I really like Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold can be a star quarterback in this league, whether it's with the Jets or without. I'm not saying that because he's a Jet.
No, I
just
agree
think
with
he's a great quarterback. And I think that if he doesn't thrive with us, he's going to go somewhere and become a star quarterback. And it's just because we have not given him any opportunities to grow. Look at Josh Allen. How much better he's gotten since he entered the league because he's been put in a solid supporting system with a good coach, a good
Second
defense,
best
a
running
good
QB.
offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have not
And
given
the
Sam
teams-
Darnold any of that.
The teams that are going to compete for the first overall pick are what? Jacksonville, and they don't look too bad.
And their-
Cleveland.
I don't think
their
they'll pick him, though, 'cause
And their
I like
division isn't
Minshew.
that good. Like, I think they could
They could
sneak
Like,
some
the
games. They already
teams we
did in
think-
week 1.
It might be
teams
you
we
guys,
think-
the Dolphins.
Yeah, the
Who else in
Dolphins
the league is like
horrible. That
Exactly.
Like Washington has gotten really.
They're
They've
not
gotten better.
horrible. They just beat us.
I don't think they're horrible. I think they are really going to surprise some people this year.
I think the Giants will lose a lot of games.
But yeah, I think I agree with you. I think if there's a chance to take Trevor Lawrence, you
would
take
take
Trevor.
it?
Yeah, I would take Trevor Lawrence, and it's not so much because you can't miss the opportunity, but as much as I want to love Sam Darnold, he does make a lot of questionable decisions where you're like, why did you even throw that? Like there was nothing there.
Question: if you guys are, you get the number 1 pick, what makes you think you'll build a team that's fitted for Trevor Lawrence, but you haven't built a team for
Joe
Sam
Douglas.
Darnold?
Mike McCagnon couldn't run a football team. Neither could John Isdick, and they have left such a mess that it's going to take a couple of years for Joe Douglas to correct. But the fact of the matter is, by the time he corrects it, Sam Darnold will be like 27, 26,
That's as long-
27.
he's
That's like
young
four,
now.
that's like 4 years. I don't think that's ridiculous. That would be around the end of Trevor Lawrence's hypothetical rookie contract. And
Not only that, but teams that have won in this league have took advantage of their star quarterbacks being on rookie deals.
Yeah.
And by the time that we're going to be able
That's
to
what
take
we did.
advantage
Gonna
of
have to
that,
pay
we
Sam
have to pay
Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
We won a ring and paid Wentz.
And I don't know. I don't see how you could say no to a guy like Trevor Lawrence, who is arguably the most can't miss prospect since. Is it crazy to say Peyton Manning?
I'd say
Andrew Luck,
Andrew
maybe.
Luck.
But
told
he,
you.
he
Dude,
is
different.
No,
man.
I'm not
Can't-miss
saying.
prospect.
I know how good Trevor Lawrence is. I'm just not 100% sold on him being an Andrew Luck or
yes,
even like a Peyton.
I wish
I'm
Andrew Luck
not
was back.
either, but when you have an opportunity to take a guy like that, I feel like you have to.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is Adam Gase has got to go. And we've talked about this. I have been nothing but patient with Adam Gase. When people wrote him off last season, I said, let's give him a chance. He hasn't had a healthy team. But he has had too many embarrassments with a healthy team out there to show that he's a good football. Coaches don't have what happened to them Sunday happen. It doesn't matter who's on the field. It doesn't happen. And he's had too many of those games. He's had his chance. He's not a Joe Douglas guy, so I don't think Joe Douglas will have any problem cutting ties with him. I would love to bring in a guy like Eric Bieniemy. who is who I wanted the first time around. And so we just set ourselves back like another 4 years, and it just is so aggravating.
Damn.
But I do feel good about Joe Douglas. I think he did a really good job this offseason. I loved his draft. And I just think he's a really good football mind. He did it in Philadelphia. He did it in Baltimore and was a huge part of championship teams in both of those places. So I think he's a great football mind. I think at the end of the day, he's going to do the right thing. But if we get to a place where we're in competing for the first overall pick, it probably means that Sam Darnold didn't improve at all, maybe degressed. And I don't see how you keep going with him on this projection. I don't see how it's possible. And I love Sam Darnold. Like, I think he can be a star quarterback. So don't get me wrong on it. And I think he will be if he can go somewhere else where he can start and be a part of a good team. But I don't think that the Jets are going to be the place where he meets that.
Damn, Danny boy. Bye, Darnold.
Sucks, man.
I want him so badly to be our franchise quarterback, but it's like, are you going to, in the next, say, even after 2 seasons, he's going to have to get paid? How many years does he have left on his rookie contract?
Should be 2.
Two and the 5th-year option.
So 2 years we pay him. Are we going to, in those 2 years, find a consistent starting line with at least hopefully some rollover pieces where he can build some chemistry with them? Le'Veon's going to be gone. I think he's gone after this season because they're not going to want to pay that much money to a running back, which I feel bad for Le'Veon, but I understand it. I think he's done what we wanted him to do. Yeah,
what sucks the most is that the Jets every year we get a really tough schedule. I don't know why.
All the time.
Last year was our chance, and we realistically, as crazy as it might sound, could have and probably should have been a playoff team if Sam Darnold doesn't go out and get mono.
Catch mono. Freak nasty.
You look at it, and I know, like, this is playing revisionist history, and it's going to sound like I'm just being a salty Jet fan, but they should have won Week 1 against Buffalo.
No, you should have.
You're not even a Jet fan. They should have won that game.
Like, you blew that lead completely.
Even if you take the 3 weeks he missed last year, correct? Mm-hmm. Even if you take the 3 weeks where we just got absolutely embarrassed, we could have spotted the league 3 weeks of just getting annihilated, and still could have been a playoff team if you beat the Bengals.
Should have beat the Bengals. Should have beat the Dolphins.
And it's just like,
we went really what? We went 7-9.
Yeah,
yeah. We beat the Bills. We're 8-8.
You would have been the same as 10.
We would have been 10-6.
10-6.
You should have beat the Bengals. I don't know
we got
what happened.
by the Browns on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I remember that. I was there for that one too.
Hello, guys. You just watched a clip from Pick a Side. If you like our content, please like and subscribe and share our content across every platform. It helps us grow. Thank you for watching, and see you later.